Hello. Hi, friends. Happy Monday. Welcome back every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This is our opportunity to gather virtually because we're all spread out, which is so fun. Aren't you guys so grateful for technology and Zoom and Canva and learning new things? I was just sharing something new that I learned with the consultants that are here tonight. So, what I would love for everyone to do while we're kind of getting started on our call is to drop in the chat something you're excited about. Maybe you have a win from the weekend that you want to share. Maybe there's something up and coming this week that you're excited about. But let's just kind of share what we're excited about currently. You guys, I'm really excited because a lot of things. There's a lot of great things. I'm excited because I get to see some of y'all this week by doing our working session in person. So I'm really excited to start doing those weekly. You guys should have received an email from me earlier this evening, kind of just updating y'all on my plans of where I'm going to be over the next couple of weeks. I'll be working in Wheelersburg, Ashland, and Moorhead over the next couple of weeks. So I'm trying to hit all the spots in the tri-state area, generally speaking. So I'm really excited to do that. We have not got to officially announce, like, to the unit on our meeting yet that we have a brand new DIQ director in qualification on the team. Okay. So if you're new around here and you don't know what a DIQ means, just know that this is a woman who is going through qualifications to become a sales director. Okay. Y'all know her, y'all love her. It's Miss Andrea Brewer. She actually stepped into DIQ with her 8 active while at seminar because she was bound and determined to be at that DIQ director meeting that we had on that Sunday. So she got her 8 active right before then, and she was able to officially submit her DIQ commitment form on the 1st of this month, which is so exciting. So congrats to Andrea and her future courageous unit. So y'all, this is such an exciting time. This is such a special thing to be a part of. I'm just so excited to see all of the women, all the lives that you'll impact along the way. So I just wanted to put this out to everyone here on Zoom that, hey, we have a DIQ amongst the team. And so the cool part is, you guys, this could be you. This could be you next month. This could be you next month, which is so exciting. So Andrea will get to speak more as she progresses through DIQ and share her experiences and share her story and what's really worked well for her, lessons learned, all those things, because she's going to gain a lot of wisdom throughout this process. And she already has. You guys, you know what's fun? And I'm sorry I'm like harping on this, but like tomorrow's Andrea's 1 year anniversary in Mary Kay. August 13th is her 1 year anniversary. So what a special time to be in DIQ. What a special time. So anyway, congrats to Andrea and her future unit. We are so proud of you all. And this is truly just the beginning for you, which is really exciting to think about. So if y'all want to take a screenshot of this, take a screenshot of this. I do post this in our Facebook group as well. But this is kind of your syllabus for this semester that we have of our Mary Kay University. And basically, Mary Kay University is something that I just kind of was like, hey, we got to get back to the basics. We got to really get rock solid in the basics. So whether you're brand spanking new or if you've been building your business for years, this is a great place to just really strengthen and really lean in and dive in to see what skills you can sharpen or what skills you can develop through this course. So tonight we're going to be talking all about layering and team building. So maybe you're like, you know what, team building isn't really for me. Like that's not really something I want. I would say don't count yourself out. Okay, don't count yourself out. I think every single person could benefit from this training because not only is it about team building and layering, but it's also I have really great strategies and tactics to help you lay your customers with product education, with getting them on more products, with really helping them to be a VIP for you and connect you with people. So there's so much to this. So I just don't want you guys to get caught up around like, oh, I don't even know how to build a team. I don't know what that looks like. Because the truth is none of us knew what that looked like. If y'all know my story, my first team member I signed was my sister-in-law. She's still on my team to this day. I was a month in. I was literally 1 month old in the Mary Kay world. and she hosted a party for me. What an angel. And she bought like $300 worth of product from me, okay? And then my brother is sitting there and he's like, you know, like why doesn't she just like sign up? Like I think she could just be a consultant. Like what are the perks? My brother, who's very direct, okay? He's an Enneagram 8, if you know Enneagram 8 type, and he's very direct, and he's like, what are the perks and benefits? And I shared him. He's like, yeah, I think you should do it, Sarah. So Sarah did. She bought over $300 worth of product, and she joined my team and came in with a full store, literally. Um, insane. You just never know. So she basically, her and my brother basically kind of signed her up for me. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know how to find the online agreement. So I hope that gives you hope that firstly you can figure it out if little 1 month old me didn't even know what the heck I was doing. You too can do it. And you too can be a sales director because look at what it got me. It helped me along the way. So, just a reminder, the 350 wholesale by the 15th, because that puts you square on target for what? Your power up. So you guys still have a few days to knock this out. So when you have 350 wholesale in the system by the 15th, you'll get your super cute Court of Achievers business pack from me, loaded with stickers, postcards, product packaging, little things to help elevate your customer service and to just really set the standard for what your customers can expect from you. If you went to seminar, which a couple of you did, you got to meet the ladies of Court of Achievers. They're excellent. They're very good friends of mine. They're sweet as pie, and they do a lot for me. They support me a lot. You know, those postcards that you guys get from me for being achievers, they mail those out for me. They're amazing. I design them, they mail them out for me. And all these products I get from them, they're fantastic. So you guys can follow them on social media, all that good stuff. They're great women, they're sisters. Their family has been a huge part in Mary Kay sales directors, all that good stuff. So they know what they're talking about. Okay. They know what they're talking about. Anyway, I've earned mine. Who's earning theirs with me? Who's getting your pretty little face up here? Because I want all y'all up here. Also, the power up for August, I think is so adorable because even if you're like, okay, what like dominoes, cards, I don't play games, whatever. You guys think about hosting people in your home. Think about if you have children. Think about years down the road when you go to open that random drawer and you see the Mary Kay branded logo on the domino set or the card set. Like to me, this just represents so much integration of Mary Kay into my life. And one thing I really love doing is seeing, you know, like old retired national sales directors from years and years ago sharing like product posts of the old products, right? But also they sometimes will share images of prizes and different things that they've earned over the years. And I love that. I think it is so cool. And it's so exclusive, but also it is just one of those things that it is so infiltrated into my life. I'm like, you guys, you could walk in my home and there are so many things that Mary Kay has either gifted me through like the program like this, we're calling it the Power Up, or through the STAR program. Like you guys, I have lamps in my office that the STAR program, that's how I earned those. There's so many pieces in my home. Like if you would walk into my home, there's a lot that I could say, Mary Kay, Mary Kay, Mary Kay, Mary Kay, and that's so cool. So whenever you hit your 700 wholesale in the month of August, you're going to earn this super cutie set. My gals who went to seminar with me, you guys got to see all of the different prizes for the entire year. How hype are you? How hype are you that the collection this year is all like practical, kind of um like gifts that you're going to use. Like I love practical things. Like jewelry is great, don't get me wrong, I love it, but my jewelry collection it's grown a lot, right, over the years of working my business. So I think it's really great that we're spicing things up and we're doing some like practical, more home-esque things. So I'm personally really excited about this. And I think y'all should be too. Like this is something to really get excited about. Not only just the prize, but having an extra $700 in profit in your pocket. Like, okay, you know, like, okay, wouldn't you want an extra $700 in your pocket this month? Dream with me for a little bit. What could that extra $700 do for you and your family this month? What trip could it pay for? What debt could it pay for? What savings account could it go into? What could that do for you and your family? That's really big to think about. So, while we're on the topic of earning your power up and being consistent, I needed to update this slide because this has July's picture on it, but it's fine. The main thing I want to talk about is on the right hand side, which is your consistency prize for the year. Whenever you hit your power up every single month, all year long, you're going to get this daily wisdom desk calendar that has Mary Kay Ash quotes, all these things. You guys know I love a desk calendar. I have one that sits by my desk that has scripture and just words of encouragement. So I love a good desk calendar. And if I have a Mary Kay Ash version, you best believe she's coming home with me. So, and I do get asked a lot of like, hey, what if I'm a new consultant and I started my business in the month of August? So I wasn't here for the start of the seminar year. You're not counted out of this. So your would start in August, okay? So like you're not counted out just because you weren't here in July. It starts for you the month that you come in. So recruiters, just something to keep in mind as you encourage and coach your consultants to success. Okay, Great Start Qualified stuff. So, you guys, just a reminder about the Great Start Qualified program and all of the bundles that you guys can earn. I do have weekly posts that go up about where you're at, how far away you are from this. But at any point in time, you can access this information at your fingertips. Someone drop in the chat where you can find it. Where can you find this information? Where can you find how far away you are from your bundle, but also you can take a look at your team's report and see how far away your team is on the Great Start app. So if you don't have the Great Start app downloaded, download it, get logged in there because you'll be able to see how far away you are from your bundle. You'll be able to see how far away your teamies are from their bundle, and it just helps you to track it. So that way you don't have to rely on my weekly posts to go up. You could check it at any point in time, and I would highly encourage you to do that. So earning your Great Start Qualified bundle is huge, and we all earn it. Like that is something that we do. We all earn one. But you guys know that you can earn up to 6 of these? Did you guys know you can earn up to 6 of these bundles? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And you as the recruiter, if you get a Great Start Qualified team member, you get a $50 cash bonus on top of that, which is fantastic. And if you are a recruiter in your Great Start time period, meaning your first 4 months, you not only get a cash bonus, but you also get 2 free product bonus bundles yourself. So there's a lot of money on the table for y'all as new consultants, and I highly encourage you to take advantage of it. So we're just going to take a look at our career path leaders who is moving and grooving and sharing this business opportunity with other ladies in their life. So shout out to Sandy and Morgan for holding it down in senior consultant status, meaning they have 1 to 2 active team members. And then our Red Jacket Hall of Fame, I want to give a special shout out to Miss Heather Payne. She stepped back up into the Red Jacket position while we were on our way to seminar. So she got a really special piece of reco at seminar. Jamie did at our area awards night. She did a special moment for all the Red Jackets. They got a sash. They got to go on stage. They had their moment. So I wanted to just take a moment and shout out Miss Heather for stepping back up into Red Jacket and for doing that with urgency. Like she was committed to doing that before seminar, and that was well before the end of the month. So it really just showed so much commitment and determination and how driven she is. And I love that about her. So congrats, Heather. I know this is a stepping stone for so many bigger and better things for you. So I'm so excited. And then Leanna, of course, holding it down for the Red Jacket Hall of Fame. So this level on the career path means that they have at least 3 active team members, okay? And they get to wear the gorgeous red jacket. And there are 3 different styles. So y'all go take a look on InTouch and see which red jacket you want to pick for yourself. Awesome. So if you guys are in our group chat, I announced today our next Red Jacket outing. Heather is so excited because she earned it. Yes. Our next Red Jacket outing will be at Fall Retreat. And so what does that mean? That means you actually have a little bit of an extension. Yeah, actually have a little bit more time. But I always say the time in which you give yourself, that's how long it's going to take. So if you give yourself 3 months to do something, guess what, sister? It's going to take you 3 months. Whereas if you give yourself a month to do something, it's going to take you a month. Can you be a red jacket in a month? Yes. Yes. Heather has proven that to us. Heather has proven that to us. She literally went from 0 to 3 in a month. Okay. So you can do that too. So, Red Jacket Outing, Fall Retreat Edition. So, when you step into red by October 18th, you will earn your exclusive invite to the outing. Do you guys know what Anakeesta is? Has anyone been to Gatlinburg? You guys, we're going to go to Anakeesta, which is like a sky lift up into the mountains. Okay. So, you get this gorgeous view on the way up, and you get up there. There's restaurants, there's shops, there's little outdoor activities, there's like mountain coasters, there's zip lining, there's all kinds of fun stuff that we're going to get to do together. Okay. So if you are a red jacket or above, meaning you can be a red, a team leader, DIQ, you get to go. And you guys, you know what's really cool about this is it's not just our unit experiencing this. You will get to be there with all of the Future Legends area achievers, meaning you will get quality time with other leaders amongst the group and the directors. So you're not only going to have access to hang out with me, you'll get to hang out with the other sales directors too. So you guys know it's such a treat getting to spend time with big thinkers, getting to pick their brain, getting to bounce ideas off of them. So who is earning their spot? Like, who is excited about this? I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be so much fun. Yes, everyone's so excited. Yay, yay, yay. Awesome. Okay. Oh, there's Jackie. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you guys. I just released the details today. So now you know what you're working towards. And like I said, you have so much time to do this. It's not going to require all of August, all of September, and half of October to get to red. Okay, I'm telling you that right now. You can do this in the month of August. And I challenge you to do it in the month of August, because then think about where you could be in September and where you could be in October and where you could be at fall retreat, which is so exciting. So, ladies, our goal for the month of August is to add 10 new agreements by the 31st. Right now, we're a little slow on this. Our pace is a little slow. So we're not holding on that number one spot like we were in July, y'all. Like we were in July. But that's okay, because we still have time to make things happen. Okay, we still have time to make things happen. I know I'm personally committed to doing Power Start this month. I have several bookings that I've solidified today by running with the makeover contest. Shout out to my ladies who have been running with that. Isn't it a gift that Mary Kay's doing this, that we can use this as leverage to get bookings? You guys, it's so funny. It's so interesting, because some ladies that I have been struggling to book are now booking with me because there's this trip happening. Heather's agreeing with me. Like, what? Like, what? Okay. Yes, we will get together. Yes, friend, we sure will. Sometimes it's the little incentives that get people. So my encouragement to you, make that little post, because I tell you what, Heather Payne did it, Amanda did it, and they both have over 5 bookings at this point. I think Amanda is up to 8. Heather has like 5 or 6, something like that, from that post. I know she's working on more. So, like, just be bold, put it out there. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the negativity, because think about all of the possibilities that are available and that could happen just by opening your mouth. So, just wanted to put that out there. Also, don't forget about our sharing survey. We're going to talk about that tonight. Actually, this is going to go in tandem with our training. But just to remind you of that, that is in our board. I post it every week. It is very easily accessible. Okay. And all of y'all should be running with this. I get emails when you have people fill it out, and I haven't been receiving that many emails about this. So this is going to be an area where we're going to improve, and we're going to come back next week and have a lot more surveys filled out, because I have $100 cash giveaway on the line, and I want to make it worth my investment, right? Just a reminder about the eStart options. Y'all might want to take a picture of this too, because we're going to talk about team building tonight. So you might want to take a screenshot of this. If you're new around here and you don't know the startup options, this might be a good thing for you to have just easily accessible on your phone. Okay. 8 active team members get you into DIQ. So Andrea is in the process of doing that. What's really cool is they have a special promo going on that, obviously you can get in with 8. Normally it's 10, y'all. But they're saving you a couple extra. But when you debut with more than 24 active unit members, you get unlocked privileges. So you can earn your sales director suit for free. You can earn your ticket to leadership conference for free. So there are so many incentives going on right now. You don't want to sleep on this. Like if being a director is something that's on your heart and something that you can get excited about, then like let's have a conversation, because I've shared with y'all before that I am very passionate about building leaders and helping women to step into that leadership role for themselves, their team, for their family. And so this is something I want to work very closely with you on, because I've done this. I've went through DIQ. I am a director better than anyone, right? I know it better than anyone because I've done it. I've experienced it. And aren't our suits just the cutest? I love it. Star consultant status. So, y'all, if you're new around here, being a star is a really big deal, and it's something that we take pride in because being a star represents consistency. It represents the top of the top. It represents excellent customer service. It represents elite. It represents so much because not only is it about the prize is fantastic. Or if you're like me, you save up your points till the end of the year. But it's also just a great target to shoot for and like to allow that to become your standard. So being a star, whoops, sorry, I thought it was going to be a different slide. Being a star is something that I have always been excited about since I first came in as a beauty consultant. I have been passionate about the star program since the get-go. I remember coming in and I said, I want to be a star. So initially I got started right away as a star. I was that obsessed with this program because you get referrals from the company. Yay. We want to put our names out there. Why not have Mary Kay do it for us? Yay. But also you get the prize like I talked about. Yay, awesome. But you get that exclusive outing invite. So we do something special every quarter. And that leads me to what I want to share with y'all about our star outing. So quarter one stars, of course, will earn their prize from the company, get reco from me on my public social media platforms, which means you get more followers and more people checking out your stuff, which is fun. But you'll also get an invite to our outing. And for this outing, we're going to do a 45-minute salt cave session, which this is very like detoxifying, relaxing, all of those wonderful things. If you don't know much about it, go like to Instagram or TikTok and type that stuff in. It literally is going to be amazing. Like we're going to leave so relaxed. Now, I've sweetened the deal this quarter because I'm so passionate about the STAR program and I'm so passionate about the Great Start Qualified program, that whenever you are a star yourself and you add 2 Great Start Qualified team members, you're going to earn all the things I've talked about, right? But you're also going to get an added treatment at this session. You're going to get an infrared sauna treatment right before we go into the salt cave. So you're going to get extra treatment. And so infrared sauna treatment is just like super luxurious and relaxing. It's great for the skin. It is great for the body. So I just wanted to sweeten the deal and to help you guys really take advantage of both programs. So take a screenshot of this. I will have, posts go up in the Facebook group about this, but this is like your intro. Okay. So we've already got 2 stars, myself and Andrea, and I want to fill up all of these squares with y'all's beautiful faces because every single one of you can do this. Every single one of you can do this. You have until September 15th to do it. So Andrea and myself are ahead of the game. So what that means for us is we can level up stars, right? There's different levels to star. So I have weekly updates that go out about this to tell you how far away you are. Top director trip. Did you know that every year Mary Kay does this for their top directors? This year happens to be to Budapest, which is really exciting. So again, another great perk of Mary Kay is the diamonds. So if you went to seminar, you got to see and try on this diamond ring. Girls, what do you think? You love it? Are you obsessed? I'm obsessed. Even more obsessed after seeing it in person. Then, of course, the gorgeous and prestigious diamond bumblebee. Ah, I'm earning that this year. I have yet to earn it, and I'm earning it this year. Mark my words, hold me accountable. I am earning it. Okay, I had a cutie little picture and it did not load. I'm so sorry. It was really cute. It was us three. But I asked Heather and Andrea to share their key takeaways from seminar. They're just going to share like 30 seconds to a minute of their experience at seminar. So if you guys, whoever wants to go first, can go first.
I guess I'll go
Heather?
first.
Yeah, go
Um,
for it.
my key takeaways was one, I was able to get to know a lot of people that I don't normally get to see on an everyday basis. Um, my husband's father, please take some time. Sorry. Um, I was able to get to see like I actually got to spend time with Jamie because I received because I got my gold star last month, and so I got five teammates, and so I was able to be a little bit with her. But one of the sessions was with Sherry Paulin, and just she said it, but I think almost everybody has said it when we were in different seminar um, groups or sessions. But be you and do your Mary Kay business your own way. Don't follow your director or someone that you follow on Instagram or Facebook. Um, People are going to come to you because they know you, and be unique. Don't try to be someone else. So that was another thing that I was constantly was reminded of. And then also just to remember, and we've been hitting on this, I think, since forever, but just being doing Mary Kay the way that Mary Kay set out for it to be, as far as sharing the product, telling others about the product, our like having our parties, whether it's in person or virtual, sharing about the opportunity, and just making sure that we're doing it full circle. Sometimes we forget and don't want to do that, and so, but those were a couple things that I um, uh, thought was really unique because everybody tries to be someone else or they see something exciting on someone else. Don't just copy that post, but actually try to be your unique self and be you. So that's some things I learned.
I love it, Heather. And I love that because God has created you to be you. And there's not another Heather Payne. There's not another Amanda Odell. There's not another Sierra Woodard. Like you have to be you, right? So I love that. And so Heather, after coming back from seminar, real quick, what's your goal? What are you excited about? What are you shooting for? What is that thing that you're like, I have to accomplish X? What is that?
My goal, and I talked with Saber on our way back home, is to tell other people about the opportunity, and I want to be a director. And my goal is to be a director by December 1st. I'm struggling and a little behind this month, but I'm still working towards that. I'm still having parties. But I feel like sharing the Mary Kay opportunity is like sharing the gospel to other people. It is my it's my job to do that. And if I don't do that, then I'm to be hindering someone else from being able to have a successful business or opportunities that I had and that so many other people have
I love it, Heather. You will make a fantastic sales director and you're not behind. You're right on time. So you've got this. We love you. And Andrea, if you are ready, dear, I will pin you so everyone can see you. So what were some of your takeaways from seminar? Just real
So
quick.
a lot of mine were kind of like some statements just to affirmation about myself. So One of them was, I think it was it was on the 28th. It may have been in the director's meeting. And it was, what's the thoughts that's keeping you from doing what you want to do? What do you keep telling yourself? Is that a true statement of you? Show how it is true. And if there's evidence to back it up, if there's not, then don't worry about it, move on. How would you act if you didn't act like this, person or what you're thinking? What you keep telling yourself, keep questioning. Um, 10 times is better than 2 times. Live fearlessly. When you find yourself in a slump, go find the win. And then Pam Shaw said, hard work beats talent any day. And then she said, the future you is depending on your future, you. That's like you right now is depending on what's going to happen in the future, where you're going to be. And the other one was with this lady, I'm trying to find Heidi Gosler, Goelzer. And so she said, dreams without actions are nightmares. You don't have to be a queen to sell. Use the resources that Mary Kay has and go for it. I was trying to see, there was one other, believe in yourself. No one is me, and that's my power. So those are just some powerful quotes from some powerful ladies. And I mean, I could go on, and they did give us strategies in our sessions and how to, fire up your sales. Talking about, the other one was level up your tech skills. So it was kind of funny because the whole thing, was around power up. In our sessions were all about turn the business up, turn your confidence up, turn your skill sets up, turn your sales up. So it was just it was rewarding to hear these ladies that you're just sitting there going, wow, so says here, if you can have one, you can have 40. So it was just amazing just hearing these people that you're in their presence and, getting to hear from them.
So good. So good. Like, and the thing is, those statements are so powerful. Those quotes are so powerful. And like, the stories stick. Like, you could probably remember certain stories that Heidi Gelzer was telling, or that Pam Shaw was telling, or in the director's meeting that they were telling. But yeah, I'm like, there's just so much. And so seminar is like, I try to put it in words, but I don't think I put it in words for y'all to even express how insanely powerful it is. So I'm really glad that y'all got to experience it firsthand. This was their very first seminar, you guys, so they got to come and experience that, and it was fantastic. We had a great time. So thank you both for sharing. Thank you both for showing up, for being there. I really enjoyed our time together. And so with that being said, if you have serious FOMO about seminar, you're like, dang it, I wish I could have made it. I wish I would have went. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay. It's okay. We will move forward. We move forward. And just know that fall retreat is coming. It's coming, you guys. And it's October 18th and 20th, or October 18th through the 20th. So 18, 19, 20, at Pigeon Forge. It's the same location we did last year. So if you went last year, it was awesome because it's all in the same building with a hotel, the conference room, all of that. And it's right in Pigeon Forge. So there's restaurants and shopping and all that good stuff nearby. So the theme is Camp Breakthrough. So it's going to be really fun. They did a little skit at seminar about this, and we were rolling and cackling because it is going to be epic. Last year's was really, really fun, and this year's is going to be even better. So go ahead and mark your calendars for that. Go ahead and get registered, you guys. So Jamie has a competition going on for the units with the most registered. Has anyone registered for this, by the way? Because I don't get notified if you do. Has anyone registered for this yet? Okay. When you guys do get registered, please tell me. because I have a graphic to recognize everybody, but I also want to keep a count because I want to win. Y'all know we are competitive. I want to win and have the most consultants there. You guys, we're going to carpool down. We're going to stay at this amazing little lodge. It is so good. You guys are going to get 2 night stay, 4 meals included with this price, which is fantastic. Not to mention it's a tax write-off for your business. So be there if you are wanting that community, if you are wanting more from your Mary Kay, if you are wanting to truly experience the pink bubble that we talk about. Like, y'all, this is great virtual and this is fun and I'm grateful for that. But y'all can agree with me or disagree with me. Isn't it better when we're together in person? Isn't it so much better? Because we get to be in each other's space. We get to experience the in betweens, right? Whereas on Zoom we're here for an hour and then we go our separate ways. Whereas when we're on a trip together, we're riding in the car together, we're having conversations, we are going to eat together, we're having more conversations, we're in trainings and classes together. We get to wear our super cute outfits and do all this. But as you know, by looking at these photos, Fall Retreat is very more relaxed as far as the dress code. It's jeans, sweaters, uh, flannels. So like that's what you will wear. Okay. And this is, you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of business skirts, which is really great. PCP enrollment ends on Saturday, so get them registered. Next Monday night, I plan to do a virtual makeup event. Does anyone plan to participate in that? Is that something that y'all want to do? It would be after our meeting at 9 p.m. If so, we will plan for that. If you guys are like, that sounds not beneficial, then we won't do that. Okay. So makeover contest we talked about. I really want to dive into our training shortly. So before we do, I want to do reco. So Queen of Sales, how much have you sold from last Monday to today? Retail amount. Drop that in the chat real quick because your girl, she chatty over here. How much did you sell from last Monday to today? Okay. Andrea, 387. She had a star week. She had a star week. Actually, she had a star day. I think most of that came from one party that she did. Most of that came from one party that she did. Heather with 80, Jackie 26. Awesome, awesome. Who else? You guys, I filled out the winner circle and I miscalculated my sales for the week. I actually had $1,000 week. 2 of them were new customers and 5 or 6 were returning customers. We're just replenishing products, maybe trying something new, whatever. Amazing. Okay, 37. Awesome, Brittany. Okay, so it looks like Andrea's our queen of sales for the week with 387. So Andrea, please share with us real quick your sales tip of the week.
Sales tip of the week was I had very limited time to book people, but I knew I wanted to go with this Power Start 30. So I tried to put as many groups together on one night that I could handle. And so I was able to get two parties in one group. And it was really, really successful. The age ranges was wide and they were all complimentary of each other. So, and and truly, whatever you put out on display to show them and talk to them about, that's what you're going to sell. But I also had them do the skin analyzer before they even came to me. So that helped them already see how they could see the products when they come. So I added on because of their skin analyzer. I talked more about, well, of course, the men's line. I didn't know I was going to have a man coming until I saw that. It was a boyfriend of one of the young girls. And then a lot of them had, I had one lady that had the Time Wise repair. I had 3 others that had 2 others combo oily and normal dry. So we were doing all of this at the same time. So we were talking about different things and how they would service. And I also let them know why theirs was different and how it was different. And so that was informative. It was a very good like class that was um very educational. And then I had, the blue goo. That was another good one because, and I wouldn't have known to put that stuff out there if I hadn't done the skin analyzer. So they were kind of looking forward to seeing, and I got to also, coach them saying, I'm so glad you did that. So then when they said, they were like, I'm looking forward to seeing, I said, well, when I saw your skin analyzer, these are some things we're going to talk about to help improve your skin. So that got them really excited.
I love it. Okay, so key things about Andrea this week, and I was talking to Jamie about you today, actually. Really singing your praises and affirming these wonderful things about you. But I was talking about Andrea is really a master of taking one single lead and turning it into a party. She's really great at that. And she's also really great at maximizing her time by double booking and triple booking herself because Andrea works full time. She works a full-time job in education and it's very demanding. And I know there's several of you on here that work in education and you get it. So Andrea is a great resource to y'all in that regard. So she's a great person turning it into a party and double booking herself. The art of understanding how to double and triple book yourself is great because you have that security of like, what if something happens and one falls through? At least you have one in the chute as backup, right? Like that's like worst case scenario. Best case is everyone shows up and you have a massive party and everyone makes new friends. But the other thing I want to share with her skin analyzer thing, part of her pre-profiling, which I've taught you guys what those questions are, the importance of that. Andrea took it a step further by making sure each guest does the skin analyzer app prior to arriving. So that way she knows what to expect when it comes to their skin. And so she can customize and tailor the appointment to her, which I think is so fantastic about how she runs her appointments. So I just wanted to say kudos to you, Andrea, for really taking that up a notch. And it's just an example of your excellence. So thank you so much for doing that. And then the last piece of reco we're going to do is Queen of Bookings. So how many bookings do you currently have? I want you to take a look at your 2-week calendar. So between now and 2 Mondays from now, how many bookings do you have? I want to know that there's a date and a time secured, okay? Not pending bookings, a date and a time has to be secured. Heather Payne with 6, amazing. Those probably all came from your makeover challenge post, I would imagine. Awesome. Amazing. Who else? Andrea, 2, amazing. Amanda Odell with 8 bookings confirmed, and she's working on nailing down more. Brittany with 1, amazing. Y'all, so here's the deal, is if you don't have any bookings right now, it's okay. Just take a look at the data and be like, I have no bookings. No bookings is not going to move the needle towards my goals, right? We all know this. If I want to move the needle towards my goals, I have to have bookings. So if you have 0 bookings, I want you to get a booking tonight. Like, do not lay your head on that pillow until you have a booking. You're going to be annoyed at me for this, but you'll thank me later, okay? Get a booking tonight before you go to bed, okay? If you have 1, 2, 3, or 4 bookings, I want you to get to 5. Get to 5 within the next 24 hours, okay? If you have 6, 7, 8, or 9 bookings, I want you to get to 10 in the next 24 hours, okay? So the reason for that is that security that I talked to y'all about, okay? Of the art of double booking, triple booking, all that. So just like with doctor's appointments and hair appointments, all these things happen, things come up, right? So sometimes people have to cancel or reschedule. So that just adds another layer of security. So if you have 10 bookings and 2 of them cancel, you're not feeling as frantic because you still have 8 more, right? Whereas if you only have 4 bookings and 2 of them cancel, you're feeling a little more like scarcity, right? So I want you to guys have abundance in your businesses. So that's why I challenge you to push the needle towards that. It's not to say that what you're doing isn't good enough, because it is, but I want you guys to shift your mindset and not think in minimums and think, how many can I get? How many can I get? Okay. So looks like Amanda's our queen of booking. So Amanda, if you want to unmute, if you're able to, and share with us your tip, or if you just typed it in the group in the chat, that's fine too. Whatever works better for you, because I know you're busy.
Okay. So like I'm sorry, I'm driving. I had to go to the grocery store, so I've been kind of just like holding the phone to my ear like I'm talking on the phone the whole time. So that post that Heather made, I did it like same verbiage exactly. And turn those down please for a minute. And then I posted it on my page, and then I posted it on a couple local group pages, and I got several hits off of that. And then I also have a jar that I have like for beauty makeovers at one of my friend's stores, and I went and collected those over the weekend. And I had 4, and I only got a response from 1, so I'm about to hit the other 3 back up for a second time and see if I can get them with this makeover thing. And I still have a few that are pending. And I also went and messaged like 30 people. I think it was 29. Just drop messages and let them know about what was happening with the thing with the makeover fall thing. And so that's really how they all got them all.
Amazing. So she's really leveraging the makeover contest right now, y'all. Like, moral of the story, use that to get bookings, right? Like, that doesn't cost you anything to give away a spa giveaway. Like, Mary Kay's paying for that. Use it to your advantage. But secondly, she's not just putting all of her eggs in one basket, right? She made the social media post, which yielded a lot of results for her, but she took it a step further and shared that in local community groups, which I think is so smart. But also, she has facial boxes out in which she's generating leads passively while she's living her life. So I love that, Amanda, and I'm so excited for your bookings. It's going to be so great for you and your Mary Kay business. So thank you so much for holding down the throne of being our queen of bookings this week. We're so proud of you. Okay, so let me stop sharing so I can dive into tonight's training. Are y'all ready to get trained? Y'all ready? You guys got your pen and paper and all that good stuff? Because we're going to talk about team building and layering and the tools to help you be successful in doing that. Okay. Okay. So sorry, I have to get my screens organized here. Okay. Perfect. So tonight's training topic is team building 101, all about recruiting, the art of layering, tools to help you do this more effectively. Okay. So why is layering, or what is layering? First of all, what is layering? Have you ever heard this term in the Mary Kay world? Layering. What is layering? Why is it important? And why is it something that we should even be talking about? Why should we even be talking about it? Yes, like an onion. That's such a great little analogy. Yes, it's like an onion. There's so many layers, okay? So you guys, think about your own life experiences, whether it be in Mary Kay or outside of Mary Kay, right? I'm gonna talk about my Mary Kay experience in particular and share with you my personal story when it came to me getting started with my business, okay? So rewind back to 2017, okay? The fall of 2017. I'm in pharmacy school. I'm making new friends. I literally know no one in my class. I know no one. So this girl that I thought was really cool and fun, and I wanted her to be my friend, she actually invited me over for a Mary Kay party at her apartment. I went. That's where I met Taylor McKnight. I didn't realize Taylor McKnight was who she was at that moment, right? But now Taylor McKnight is my mentor and one of my friends, right? But anyway, I went to this party along with other pharmacy school students at my friend's apartment. We had so much fun. I only bought a satin lip set that night. Okay. I really loved everything, but I'm a hard sell. I'm a hard sell. And I only walked away with a satin lip set that night. Okay. So anyway, the next day at school, my friend comes to me. She's like, guess what I did? I'm like, oh my gosh, what? She's like, I signed up to be a Mary Kay beauty consultant. And I honestly was kind of like cringy. I was kind of like, what? I was kind of like not super cool about it. Like that was mean of me to be like that. But I was like, really? And so she's like, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm like, oh yay, that's awesome, just like whatever. And she ended up asking me to be a hostess for her. Well, she's my new friend. I want to help her and support her and show her that I want to be her friend, right? So I agreed. I agreed to help her. And so we hosted this party. It was actually her launch party. It was a big party for her. It was actually her launch party. We did it at my place. I lived in Huntington at the time. We did it in my living room. It was so much fun. That night, I ended up joining her team very reluctantly. I literally read every word of the new consultant agreement. I was afraid I was signing my life away to Mary Kay because you guys know I'm in the military and they make you read the fine print of everything because you never know what you're going to get into. So I was very like, I don't know about this. Okay. I was like, I guess worst case, I'll get my discount. Layering. Okay. Even when I first signed up, I wasn't sure. But then I got this little email from Taylor and was like, welcome, we're so excited you're here. Just kind of like how I do with y'all and the new consultants. I send you a little something, introduce myself, walk you through your little steps. And I emailed her back and I was like, hey, like, I'm excited. So I met with Taylor. She's telling me more things. And slowly over time, I'm warming up more and more to this idea of Mary Kay and working it as a business. Okay. Anyway, I'm here almost 7 years later. So I'm like an onion. You got to pull the layers back. And they were pulling the layers back. Okay. So for me, I wasn't an easy sign. I did not sign up on the spot. Did anyone sign up immediately on the spot when the first time you were told about the Mary Kay opportunity? Or did it take you a couple of exposures to it, a couple of experiences with it, maybe watching, maybe hosting a party, maybe just kind of like seeing how your consultant is doing to see if maybe you're interested in doing it. Most of us didn't sign up the first go. Okay. I'm like, I remember Andrea. I remember meeting her for the first time. It was like a year ago. I'm like, I remember her very well. And I thought she would sign up immediately. She did not. She made me work for it. Um, but the point is, you have to build relationships with people, especially when it's people you do not know, right? Like, especially there's going to come a time in your business if you haven't experienced it already, where a lot of your customers and or team members were complete strangers to you when you first interacted with them. And now they become very dear friends of yours, right? So I've been building my business for a hot minute, right? Most of my customers started out as strangers to me because I met them through leads, facial boxes, vendor events, you name it. I didn't know every single one of these people on a personal level, but through time, through layering, through getting to know them, I have learned more about them. They've learned more about me. And that is the art of layering, building relationships through this business opportunity and turning a stranger into a potential customer, into a potential team member. Okay. So it's really important that you understand that, because it's not just a one and done type of thing. I find a lot that consultants can get frustrated when someone doesn't buy from you on the first try, or when someone doesn't join your team on the first try. And I hope this reassures you that, hey, it's not a you thing. It's a statistic relationship building thing. Okay. Like, it's in the stats. All right. So it's not about you at all. None of this is about you. It's about the other person. So if you can take the focus off of yourself and put the focus on her, it will serve you so much better. It will serve your business so much better, and it will serve the people you come in contact with so much better. Okay. So when we sell a product to someone, you and I both know we're not just selling a product to them to sell a product to them. Like, we are a part of their life. Like, I always say, when you buy a product from me, you're buying a friendship. Like, you are investing into a friendship, because now I'm going to be checking in on you and your family and your kids, and we're going to be a part of each other's lives. You're going to invite me to your baby shower. You're going to invite me to your wedding, because that's how integrated our relationships are, especially with the business that we're in, you guys. We're in the beauty industry. Like, this is a very vulnerable group of people we work with. They trust us with their skin insecurities, their makeup insecurities, and that's vulnerable. And so we have a really big duty and obligation to these people, right? So it's very important to understand that it's not just about selling products, but it's about creating trust and connection. Okay, it's about creating trust and connection. Okay, so let's talk about some of the steps of layering. I am going to share my screen with y'all on this one because I did create a little graphic for you. Can everyone see this? Okay, perfect. So this is a little layering tracker. I actually have mine printed here. I was working on it earlier today. But this is something I've created for y'all. It's in our board. It is accessible to you. I want to explain it to you, okay? Because we understand layering as a process. It's important, all these things. But it's like, what are the steps of layering? Like, you're talking about these layering steps, but how do I do that, right? What's the how behind it? I understand the why, which understanding the why is super important, but how do I do it? Okay, so what I want you guys to remember is the stat. 1 in 5 say yes. 1 in 5 say yes. If you are talking to 5 women and you share the opportunity with 5 women, one of those women will say yes. Now, it may not always be perfectly matched out to where you share with 5, 1 sign. You share with 5, 1 signs. It may be 3 back to back, and then you have a few that don't, and then you have 1, and then you have a few that don't. Then you have a bunch sign in a row. So like, it's not perfectly cut, but you understand the stat in which I'm sharing with you, right? So most people recruit with 5 to 7 layers, and half of them need to be team building layers. I'm going to talk about what team building layers are. But what I want you guys to hear from this is it takes 5 to 7 layers to even really get this person on board with this Mary Kay opportunity, with the concept of joining your team. Okay. So I know at the beginning of this, I'm like, listen, you may be on here, you may be like, team building is not for me. I don't have any desire to team build. Da 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 da. I thought that too. I thought I didn't want to team build. I don't know what I'm doing, etc. Well, here's the deal, folks, is team building is actually not about you at all. It's actually not about you at all. Because if you take yourself out of it, and if you think back to when you were presented the Mary Kay opportunity and you took it and you decided to join Mary Kay, think of all the things Mary Kay's done for you in your life. What if that person, your recruiter, had never talked to you about Mary Kay? Would you be mad? Looking back, would you be mad? I'd be mad. If Kim did not recruit me on her team 6 years ago and she was withholding this information from me and my life could look a lot different, I would be mad knowing what I know. I'd be upset. I'd be hurt. So how can you make the decision for someone else? Not knowing what she's praying about, not knowing what she's going through, not knowing what she's thinking. How can you make that decision for her? You can't. So it's our job, and Heather touched on this, it's our job, it's our duty, it's our obligation to open our mouths and to share this opportunity. Okay? So the reality is you don't want 1,000 customers and no team members. No one wants that. But you also don't want 100 team members and no customers, no leads, no bookings, right? We want a nice balance. You want to be able to have a good, solid customer base and a good, solid team. You want both, because you guys always describe the analogy of rowing the boat. Team building is one row, selling is the other. If you're only doing one, you're rowing in a circle. Whereas if you're doing both, you're going to progress forward and move towards where you want to be. Okay? So when you're unbalanced like that, not fun. Not fun. So when layered properly, they're either going to say yes to joining your team, or say yes to being your customer, or yes to being a hostess for you. So that's what this layering sheet is designed for. It's not necessarily just team building focused. There are customer building things on here, but do they intertwine? Do they overlap? Absolutely. Absolutely. So with this, I'm going to go through each of these columns so that way you understand what they are. So over here on the left-hand side, this is the name. That's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to put their name here. Okay. Now this on product is she currently on Mary Kay product? Now, I don't mean that she's used Mary Kay product 20 years ago. I mean, is she currently purchasing Mary Kay product from you? Is she on the skincare? Is she on the makeup? Is she on both? Is she on body care? Like, is she currently using the Mary Kay product? This, I will say that whenever you have, oh wait, I'm sorry, this is the sample one, but I will say that if your people aren't on the product, that's going to make it really hard for them to be hostesses for you. It's going to make it really hard for them to be a potential team member for you, just because they don't have that attachment to the product. Okay. People sign closest to the product. So if she's using the product, she's reminded every single day of Mary Kay, whether she realizes it or not. Okay. The next column is samples. So let's say, for example, she is on the TimeWise Miracle set. Has she tried the sample of the Microderm to expand her collection? Has she tried a sample of the eye cream to expand her collection? If she's on Repair, has she tried the chemical peel to expand her collection? Has she sampled other products? And you guys, with this, just know when you CDS orders to your customers, you can add in 2 additional free samples to every single order. So I would encourage you to take advantage of the CDS program, right? If you want to do that. But then also, if you have products on hand, you can have samples on hand. I personally do. I keep samples on hand. That way I can throw samples into their orders. My latest order, Mary Kay actually threw in the hydrating samples. Did anyone else receive some of those from Mary Kay as a little gift? Yeah. So we can repurpose those. I delivered products to my customers today, and I popped in one of those for them to try, right? Because she has a younger daughter. And I'm like, this will be perfect for her to try. So the reason for the samples is because you want them on multiple products, right? You don't want just a mascara customer ordering mascara from you every 3 months. You want her on multiple products. And so with that being said, when she is on multiple products, it makes your customers stickier. It makes them stickier. Okay. The next one is hostess. So has she hosted for you? Has she hosted an in-person party for you? Has she hosted a virtual party for you? The sharing video. So you guys, this is the sharing survey that I talked about earlier with the $100 cash giveaway attached to it. It's a video of me talking about the business plan. They answer a few feedback questions, and then that gets put into our Google Sheet of results. Okay, so it is a layering tool, and in there are questions about hosting for you. There are questions about how she plans to support her consultant. So it's checking multiple boxes. It's not just talking about the business. It's also a great booking tool. So if you're like, I don't have any bookings, well, sister, send out the sharing survey. Send it out. Okay. Next are referrals. So has she connected you with other people in her life, her friends, her family, her coworkers? Has she given you referrals? Because that's a very valuable thing that she can do for you. She can be a conduit for your business. She can be a connector for your business. So if you haven't received referrals from her, you can still ask her for referrals, even if you're not at the appointment with her. If you're like, crap, I did an appointment with a girl last week and I didn't ask her for referrals. You can go back and do that. You can go back and do that and simply say, hey, I know our appointment got cut short, but I wanted to reach out and let you know I have a gift for you. And here's the gift. XYZ thing. Doesn't have to be fancy. But I am looking to connect with other people in the community. If you can send me at least 5 names, I'll drop this gift off to you tomorrow. Okay, it could be that simple. Events. Has she attended an in-person event, a virtual event? So you guys know I do Zoom events, right? That's a great thing to plug your customers into. It's a free event. They don't have to pay to attend to get educated on the product. And guess what I do for you on there? I educate them, I get referrals, I get bookings, and I share the opportunity for you. I literally do it for you. So if you're not taking advantage of those, why not? The What Women Want survey, this is basically 12 questions. that you can walk them through. And it's just kind of getting to know them on a personal level. And then you share the Mary Kay opportunity, just 5 quick facts, and just kind of get her feedback on it. It's very similar to the sharing video, kind of, but it's just another kind of creative way to do it. It's more focused on her and getting to know her, and all of that. And I'll show you guys in the boards all these resources. I'm just trying to be quick because I know I'm over. The Skin Analyzer. Has she done the Skin Analyzer app? If they're Andrea's, I guarantee they have. Facebook group. Is she in your VIP customer group on Facebook? If so, you can put a check there. Have you done a 3-way sharing call with her and me? Okay, so a 3-way sharing call is a call where we talk about the Mary Kay opportunity. So it's me, you, and this person, this customer, this potential team member, whomever, and we hop on a 3-way call and we talk about the business opportunity. I get to know her a little bit. I answer her questions, okay? The sharing notebook. So if you were at the January Jumpstart at the beginning of the year, you received a copy of the sharing notebook. And so this is something that you can pull out at your appointments, walk them through the Mary Kay opportunity, and have something physical in their hand. I do have a PDF version of this in the board. I'm going to show you guys that as well. So if you want to print it out for yourself, then by all means, go for it. Okay. Coffee. So coffee chat or coffee date. Have you met up with her for coffee to talk more about the Mary Kay business plan? Back in the day, before we did a lot of virtual work, I didn't do like sharing calls. I did coffee chats where I would meet with people face to face and we would have coffee and we would talk about Mary Kay. I would get out my sharing notebook and I would talk to her about Mary Kay. Now with virtual and how we do things, like you can do so many of these on Zoom, over the phone, like, and then the last column is a bold ask, just flat out asking, hey, Heather, I really love these qualities about you, and this is why I think you'd make a really great Mary Kay beauty consultant. Will you join my team? Just a bold, straight up ask. And sometimes you have to just do that with people. Sometimes you just have to be direct, right? Sometimes you just have to put it out there. So this is your little layering tracker. Print this out, download it on your iPad or whatever. But what I want you to know about this, because I talked about the different layers as far as like there's a customer building layer, there's a team building layer. So if she's on the product, what do we think that is? Customer building or team building? Customer building. Samples, customer building. Hostess can kind of be both, right? Can kind of be both, because I will tell you guys, I need to tell you this story about Kyla real quick. Kyla was a hostess for me. Well, here, Kyla always bought a lot of product from me. Like I'm talking over $200 every order, right? And every time I would talk to her about like, hey girl, have you considered like doing Mary Kay? Because you have a nice collection of product and I know that you and your daughter love it, etc. She always declined, always declined. She did a virtual party for me back in June. And we had a really successful party. And I told her, I was like, this is like the sales I received from this. You could have been making half. So like, what are you doing? Why not? What she do? She ends up joining my team. Okay. But she didn't sign up on the first go. I had to be persistent. I asked her several times. And she's been on the product for a while. And so just wanted to share that because as a hostess, hostesses make some of your best team members because they know how to work the business because they've seen you do it. They've seen you do a virtual party. They've seen you do an in-person party. They know what to expect because they've seen you do it. And one of the things about having a hostess is you coach your hostess, right? So you're coaching her on a successful party. Well, that's exactly what I do with new consultants. Coaching a new consultant on her party is exactly like coaching a hostess. So she's already experienced a lot of those new consultant things without her realizing it. So that's why a hostess is kind of both. Sharing video, that's going to be a team building layer. Referrals, that's going to be a customer building layer. Event is going to be both because she could, help support you as a customer, or she could end up joining your team. The What Women Want survey, that could also be both. The Skin Analyzer app, customer building. Your Facebook group, I would say that is more customer layering. Sharing call, team building. Sharing notebook, team building. Coffee, team building. And the bold ask, team building. Okay, because remember at the beginning of this, I said that people recruit between 5 and 7 layers, and half of those layers need to be team building layers. So now you know what the team building layers are. Okay. So my challenge to y'all is to fill up this sheet. If you notice, there's 20 slots for names. So that's 20 people. To fill up this sheet with 20 people with 5 to 7 layers. And you want them balanced, right? You want them balanced. You don't want all of them to be just customer building layers. You don't want them to all just be team building layers. You want a nice balance of the two, right? So if you fill out one piece of this paper, that's a red jacket. That yields a red jacket, okay? DIQs, if you do this, one paper, you're going to get a bronze or a silver medal by the end of it, okay? So if you fill out one piece of paper with 20 customers' names, that's going to yield a red jacket. Or my DIQs, if I'm talking to you, that means you're going to get a bronze or silver medal. Okay. So meaning you add 3 or 4 new team members from doing this sheet. So the point of doing this sheet is that this is building your customer and your team deep and wide. Okay. Because she's not just ordering product from you and that's all she's doing, right? She's been touched multiple places, multiple ways. So she has experienced Mary Kay in so many different avenues. And so that's the art of layering. Okay. So again, that's my challenge to y'all. Pull this baby out. So what I personally have done is I just started with the month of August. So far, any faces I've seen or customers who have purchased from me in the month of August, I wrote their names down. Okay. And I'm going through it. I'm like, okay, well, obviously all these people are on product because they purchased from me, whether it was a reorder or a first time order. And then I'm looking at, okay, make sure they're in my Facebook group. They all have checks there. And then if they did an appointment with me this month, they have a check there because I got referrals from them. And then if they hosted from me or if I sent them samples, so I'm already starting this. And you guys, I'm already getting aware of, okay, I need to make sure that I do this layer with them. This is my next step for this person. This is my next step for that person. So I am personally doing this myself. So you're not alone in tracking this. But if you guys really want to move the needle on your goals, let's really commit to doing this. Because if 20 people you are stewarding well, you are layering them. And I'm not saying blow up their phone and send all these things back to back of like, hey, will you be a hostess for me? Hey, will you do the sharing survey for me? Hey, will you do a sharing call with me? I'm not saying do it all on the same day. I'm saying it takes layers, right? It's a process. It's like dating. I think I told Andrea or Heather one about that. I was like, it's kind of like dating. You gotta kind of, you know, reveal the layers of the person and getting to know them. And this helps you to do just that. Okay. So track your sharing and your customer building, you guys, because I believe if you do this, you are going to see progress on your goals. Your customer base is going to be bigger and stronger. Your personal team is going to be bigger and stronger. And you are going to be further towards the goals in which you have set for yourself for this month, for this quarter, for this seminar year. Okay. So I'm sorry I went over a little bit, but I will open it up for questions. I am going to share with y'all the board too, just so you know where it's at. Okay, so in boards, there's a folder called layering, and this is your tracker that I just showed you. Pearls of sharing, these are sharing calls, so there's literally scripts you can run with. The sharing notebook is here. There's a PDF. There's also some scripts that you can use to set up coffee chats. Here's the sharing video, scripts, posts. There's the survey itself. There's the survey results. And then here's the What Women Want survey. So this was one of the boxes. And basically, it's just kind of a questionnaire, getting to know them a little bit more, getting to understand what they love about Mary Kay products, and there's scripts there associated with those. So this layering folder is loaded with information for y'all. So this is where it's located. I would encourage you to use it because y'all are on here. You obviously want more from your business. So this is what I would focus on for the month of August, is really be intentional about layering and tracking it. Okay. We always say a track number grows, but it also brings awareness to areas that maybe you've been avoiding, right? It may bring awareness to areas where you've been unwilling to go. And so this allows you to kind of do a quick check on yourself. And like I said, I just started with the month of August because we're in August, right? I'm not going to go back. I'm just going to move forward from here. So that is the art of layering training and team building. But like I said, there's so much to it. And we could spend forever talking about it. But I hope that that was helpful. I hope that you guys have some tangible things that you can run with now. But what questions do you have before I let you go? You can unmute if you'd like. By the way, I received this training from a 2-time $1 million sales director. And I trust that if she was a 2-time $1 million sales director and she's doing this, then it'll work for us. I'm just saying, I didn't just create this by myself. I was trained by a 2-time $1 million sales director on this. And she is like, listen, this is like what we do. And this is what moves the needle drastically. And I'm like, bet, let's do it. Yep, just get it printed off, start tracking. Super fun.
Hey, I have a question real quick. Sorry,
Yeah.
y'all. So when I do my the jars that I have set up, the boxes, when I have messaged them, should I have left off the Mary Kay part and let them like start chatting with me first before I said that I was with Mary Kay, or what do you like? Kind of scare them away when you say Mary Kay sometimes?
No, I mean, my facial boxes are like, when I put up facial boxes, they're very clear that they're Mary Kay branded. Like, I have my information on there. So I'm like, they know what they're getting into. So it's not unprofessional to say, hey, this is Amanda with Mary Kay. I just wanted to contact you because you were selected as one of our winners from the facial box at X place. Is it better if I text or call you with the details?
Okay, that's what I put. So I was just I didn't get responses. So I'm gonna hit them up again and then let them know about our little makeover thing that we're going on right now. Maybe that will entice them to answer me back.
Yeah, and so I would also say just remember the 2 + 2 + 2 rule, everyone. So 2 + 2 + 2 is 2 days. So you can follow up with them after 2 days. And then if you don't hear back from them, give them 2 weeks. And if you still don't hear back from them, follow up in 2 months. That's the same with customer follow-ups, like product reorders, referral or leads. That's just a good rule of thumb. That way we're not blowing up people's phone. You know, like I wouldn't want someone blowing up my phone. But if I do get busy and someone needs to follow up with me, then great, I respect it. So I would just say be mindful of the 2 + 2 + 2 rule. Okay. So Andrea said, Amanda, to elaborate more on your question, Andrea said, I've done both ways. If I put Mary Kay, I had more entries.
Get up before dinner.
Okay, I've seen it. Thank you. You're great at explaining stuff too. Thank you. I don't really have no other questions.
Okay, great. Sounds good, girl. Okay, any other questions, y'all? Thank you guys for hanging out with me a little extra tonight. I'm so sorry that I went over. It won't happen again.
I finally remembered what mine was. I kept going, man, the catalog. Where is by chance that script to post? You know, if you're, you know how we did if you want the upcoming catalog, let me know. Just some way to put it out there.
Oh, well, you can just, it's not really a script. It's just I type something. I'm like, hey, if you want the new catalog, drop me an emoji. It's not really like a scripted thing. Like,
Okay.
I just haven't posted about it in my customer group. That's probably why you haven't seen it. But
Okay.
There's also a post that, like, with the stuff that we got at the beginning of the month for the month of August, that has a picture in boards for if you want to be on my PCP, go to my customer group to join or
Yes.
whatever.
So yes, exactly. There is a graphic there. I just didn't put a text to it. I mean, y'all are intelligent. You can come up with a caption, you know. I want y'all to again do things that Heather told y'all and be genuine and authentic in all of your things. So I don't have to give you all the words. I'll help you with some, but I want you to do what you feel is right. Perfect. Okay, what else?
Because people do know how you talk, and so it sounds real scripty when you send certain stuff out. So I try to change mine up a tad bit.
Yeah, exactly. A script is simply a skeleton to give you an idea of what to say. Like, you guys obviously don't talk the same as me. We all don't talk the same, and that's okay. Like, that would be boring if we all sounded the same. So take the script as your kind of skeleton and be like, okay, I would never say this word, so let me swap that for something else. And you can tweak it to make it sound like you. And honestly, you're going to get better results and more feedback when you sound more like yourself, because again, you're being authentic and you're being yourself. But yeah, Andrea, you're intelligent. You can come up with a little, it's not really a script. It's just like, hey, drop an emoji if you want a catalog. That's what I would say. It doesn't have to be long. But yeah, I'm like, y'all are intelligent. I don't have to tell you all the words to use. You got it. Anything else?